my friends, to another rousing rendition. Yeah, another one. Choir Boys Outdoors. A Rosecraft Blades collection rendition. A Hawaiian shirt Saturday rendition. It's a thing. Meg doesn't believe it is, but it is.
No.
I'm a trendsetter. That's what we do. Listen, here's what we want to do. I've got 9 Rosecrafts. Now, DJ Horn still has my Alenta, but I have 9, and I'm going to just run through them real quick, show you, talk to you a little bit about them, try to do a little explanation on them, and then I'm boxing most of them up. They're going to D-Bad, Donnie B all day. He's going to do his thing on them. We know what he's going to say on some of them, because he's D-Bad, and I love him. And then we'll do something else. Before we get too far into it, there was a time in this country where 22 veterans a day took their own lives. Now, stats are everywhere, okay? Does seem to drift a little higher on the weekends, but the number we focus on here is 0. Anything over 0 is simply unacceptable. Vets, we love you. You have a place here. That's all that means. You're welcome here. We back to blue over here. We support Lil, all to the chagrin of many, even when it's not trendy. We support the good men and women. Both of us have friends and family in law enforcement, and that's what that means. They do a hard job, but not everybody's bad. Every part of society has good and bad. We support the good. It's common sense. Finally, if you are an addict, never quit quitting. So, Megatron's not staying with us the whole time. If she's in the profile pic, whatever thumbnail, I catch shit if she's not in the video. So here's what we're going to do. Rosecraft Blades has been very good to us. Very good to us. We are brand ambassadors, and we are appreciative for that. So, Megatron, while you're here, tell us which of the Rosecraft is your favorite.
Now, since the Mylea is not here, I choose the more Mylea.
That's right. Now, it's fair to say this was made by CJRB, but it's sold exclusively through Rosecraft. Megatron's a big Swags fan, big More Mylea fan.
Yes.
That one just seems to be a very, very handy tool.
It fits great in my pocket. It's it's not too big, not too small. It's very, it's perfect for what I need.
Yeah. And you view knives as?
They're a tool to me. They're not a toy. They're not a collector's item. It's a tool. I'm very practical and pragmatic.
Yes, she
Sometimes too much so.
Yes, she
As Scott says, I'm the one that gets you socks and underwear for Christmas.
These
but
are
that's
facts.
No, it's not. I didn't buy you socks and underwear for Christmas.
I didn't get anything this year, so
because you don't deserve it.
Well, true. That being said, thank you, baby. Listen, Megatron's going to dip out. We're going to jump in this video. Love you. Thank you. Be right. And we're back now. If you followed us any on Instagram, and let me do this real quick, guys. I mean to do this every day. Across social media, I have a growing platform. My TikTok is big, and I need input from you on this. And seriously, this one's important. On TikTok, I do story time with Scab. Most of them are bouncing stories and things like that. I'm thinking about bringing them over to YouTube and just starting its own playlist because I've got a pretty good following on TikTok. Let me know what y'all think. If you would like a playlist of Storytime with Scab, let me know.
Do it.
Meg's all for it. The thing is this. I like telling stories. I like having fun. And we do it in a way, if you're not on TikTok or Instagram, we do it in a way, we take out all the tough guy shit and all that, and just tell you some funny parts of it. So let me know on that. The other thing, guys, is I'm on TikTok. Anything you see Choir Boys Outdoors or Choir Boys Cutlery, that's me. Instagram, I struggle. I don't know why. I just don't have a good following on Instagram. If you are on Instagram, follow me, please. It's Choir Boys Cutlery Outdoors, not Choir Boys Cutlery Old Scab. That is mine too. That's a backup. But Choir Boys Outdoors, please follow me over there. And I don't like asking, but every damn time I go over there, I get pissed off because it's one of the hard ones to grow. The other thing is this. I started a Facebook page, Choir Boys Cutlery Outdoors or Choir Boys Outdoors. It's kind of a professional page. Do me a favor. And I know a lot of you guys are not on Facebook. You do not have to tell me you're not on Facebook. I understand it, and I understand why. I'm on Facebook for a lot of reasons. One's my grandkids, just to be honest with you, which my youngest grandson has a birthday coming up, I believe, tomorrow. And we'll be out of town next weekend in Bama with him. But happy birthday to Mac. If you are on Facebook, please type in Choir Boys just like it's spelled and give me a like and give me a follow. I would appreciate it. Now, let's jump into this. I'm going to start with my favorite. Mine's the Mohawk. Now, I'm doing this with the green screen and all that. I'm not going to put anything back there, but I am doing this with the green screen. Hopefully, we got a little better lighting. This is my favorite knife. This one's not going to Donnie. Joe gifted Donnie one. He has a Mohawk. He modified it. He loves it. I'm going to keep mine here. This knife, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link to Rosecraft blades. I'm just going to pin the damn thing. Most people are like, where's the description? And I'm not making fun. I can't find it either. But I think it'd be smarter. I'm going to pin a link to Rosecraft blades in the comments. Okay? This is one of their best-selling, if not their best-selling knife. And again, if you want to use my code, it's Choir Boys all lowercase. You get a 10% discount. This is my favorite Rosecraft. It just is. I carry it every day. This knife sets up every single video y'all see. Any kind of pre-cutting is done with this knife. All the knives, except two that I'm going to show you, have hard use videos on. Meg's doing her best to make as much noise as she can, bless her heart. But this is the Mohawk. It was designed by Hawkins Rose. Awesome damn knife. My personal favorite. I love it. Moving right along. Now, hopefully throughout this video, when I'm rambling up front, I'll put some clips of the knives in. This is the OG, and I believe Chase Snyder designed this. Now, here's the kick-ass thing about this blade. You see this? A lot of guys don't like cleavers or cleaver style because it doesn't have a tip. Chase took care of that for us. Give you a good look. Fits really, really well in pocket. Now, we're not going into a lot of detail on these because I have hard use videos on all of them, save two. Here's the thing. And I'm going to try not to ramble a lot, but y'all know I always do. The tip on this changes the whole complexion of this knife. So you've got something that you can stab with. I proved that. Hell of a cutter. Now, Donnie, I know you watch all my videos, buddy. This one you might have to strop up. As we go, I'm going to tell y'all that a couple that are sharp, a couple went to DJ, a couple are brand new. This is the OG cleaver style Chase Snyder. Great knife. Pocket Monster. This is the knife that started it all, and right here I got to shout out Big Red EDC. Big Red JB has introduced me to a shit ton of knife companies that I hadn't heard of. I was familiar with Swags. Y'all know the story and how I feel about Swags. Love the girl to death. But JB's the one that really debuted this, and I seen it, and I got it. I bought this knife. That's how much I think of this knife. Now, you can see right there, this is a knife. DJ Horn reprofiled this, so when Donnie gets it, it's going to be just like brand new. And guys, here's the thing. Let me give you one more look. Here's the thing, guys, on Rosecraft. One of the things that I love about them, and I'm going to show y'all as we talk, one of the things I love, their shit comes sharp. Their knives come sharp. There's a lot to be said for that. Now, this is the Ajuta. Another great, great knife. I love it. Again, a hard use video is on this. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do my walk when as this is uploading. As this is uploading, I'm also going to work on a Rosecraft playlist. Okay? In the morning, I'm going to set these up and do probably a Rosecraft pocket carry short. And then these are getting boxed up going to Donnie. I want to get Donnie's opinion on them. I think that's important to get other folks' opinion. Also, Donnie's growing, and shout out to you, bro. Donnie's put in work. He's put in work every day. Every day he's putting in work, and he's growing, and it's paying off. And Donnie has a big following. My following's growing. Put those together, and I know we have a lot the same, but we got a lot of different too. And I want these in Donnie's hands to get his thoughts on them as a knife designer. As a knife designer, that's the way. I'm a knife user, okay? There's a big difference there. Now, Donnie uses them because he'll be the first thing he says, I know, Donnie, I love you. I really do. If I didn't, I wouldn't send you my damn knives. Because these are mine. This is the Rosecraft blade. I have little chunk. Had a brain fart here, son. Now, another one by Hawkins Rose. This one went to DJ, and this one's sharp as well. So the little chunk and the pocket monster have been reprofiled. While we're talking about this, this is one, and the thing is, there's a lot of comments that this is like the one from Cold Steel. This one's bigger, it's beefier, and I prefer, I'm not knocking that one, but I prefer this one. This is a great work knife. A lot of Rosecraft blades, man, you can get that old man pinch grip on. A lot of work can be done with that at the shop, at the farm, in the bar. That old man pinch grip can get it done, and I love that. So I'm excited. Donnie loves this one. He's looking forward to this one. So I made sure this one had a brand new edge on it. While we're talking about that, guys, I strop my knives religiously. Rosecraft blades send them sharp, thank God. And that's big, man. That's big. To get a knife that's sharp, you can take it out of the box. There hasn't been one that I've had to touch. Not one. That's a fact. That's big to me. The fact that you can do that is awesome. Now, how do I maintain that? Because I'm getting a lot more scab where you do a sharpening video. Guys, my methods of sharpening, you'd be like, what? They work for me. I might put something together, but what I do to maintain edges is I strop religiously. If I use a knife, I strop it. While sharpening is not therapeutic for me or soothing for me, stropping for some reason, it's my wheelhouse. I do it just about every night. That's one of my little secrets for keeping a blade sharp. Okay? Now, Hawkins Rose designed that one. Hawkins Rose designed the Ajunta. Swagadoodles designed the More My Leah after her best friend Leah. Hawkins designed the Mohawk. Swags designed the Pocket Monster. Chase designed the OG. I think Chase designed the Alenta too. And that one's with DJ, still getting some work done on it. DJ does all my hardcore reprofiling type stuff. I'll send him my Mohawk before too long. But the Mohawk, all the edges, I sent those knives to DJ to bring them back to new because I knew he was sending them to Donnie. And guys, here's the thing. And we're going to move into the last three, which were designed by Andy. The thing with me and knife reviews is this, or knife demonstration, whatever the hell you want to call it. I believe wholeheartedly for my channel that I want to give you the best look at that knife, the best look I can give you. That means the knife has to be sharp and well maintained and perform well. If it doesn't come in sharp, I might sharpen it up, but I'm going to say, hey, I had to sharpen this knife, right? But if I'm going to send some knives on, and I want Donnie's opinion, then I wanted to make sure that they were done and done correctly. And the Pocket Monster and a little chunk I've used and used and used and used and used and used. And if you watch the channel, you know that I can beat the hell out of a knife. Now, this is an Andy design. And Mr. Andy's like, he's the head, he's the lead designer. Mr. Andy's a lot of things over there, okay? And he makes sure that he takes care of me. This is a traditional swayback. I absolutely adore this knife. Now, I looked yesterday. These were out of stock. I may be wrong. That might change by the time this video posts, and you can all tell me I'm wrong. People live for that. But this thing right here, here's what I'm going to do. I'm sending this one to Donnie. I'm going to let him do the first review on it, and then I'll do the second, and that way you'll have two good reviews, two hard use reviews, two hard looks at this knife. I can tell you, and if it was in stock, my plan was just to send a couple, to send my collection, buy a couple and send to Donnie for him. But I'm going to send this one on. When it comes in stock, I'll get me one if he hasn't done with the reviews yet. Andy designed this one. I love the swayback. I love that on this traditional pocket knife, there's a full choil right there. Now, if you got fat fingers, it may get you a little bit, but for me, And guys, listen, for a pocket knife, pocket fixed blade, 90% of the time for me, not for you, for me, working, I use that fencing grip. That's why the handle's important. That's why I like it choiled. That's why I like right there, okay? Now, I don't push down. I don't put pressure. But let's look at something real quick. For some reason, y'all like seeing this. Whatever. Hear that pop? It's got good walk and talk. Walk and talk. Like Buford T. Pusser. It's the Buford T. Pusser of pocket knives. This knife's super dope. And Donnie, when you get this one, please do this review first. Let's get that out and get that. Let's do that as a plan. The next one is another of my personal favorites. The Appalachian Jack. Hard use knife on it. I love this knife. This knife I adore. Now, this was actually taken, this design, Andy designed this one, but he got this. This was a 100-year-old design. This is a pry bar. Give you a good look at that. It works. Hard use video, I pried some nails with it. It works, did not mess it up. The scales are micarta. The Appalachian Jack came razor sharp. Donnie, I think it's still going to be pretty sharp for you, man. I did strop this one up. This one, this is every bit a gentleman's carry. I see this knife, man. When I opened the box, honestly, I got a little teary-eyed. I really did, because I thought about my granddaddy. I just did. He carried a knife similar to this style, and it just made me think about my grandfather and all my great uncles who are all gone on now, who carried these all the time. And that's what this knife does. It's the Appalachian Jack. And my step grandfather and my uncles in North Carolina from Appalachia carry these. There's a lot of nostalgia, but great knife, hard working knife. Last one, and we're gonna call it a night. This one's staying with me, but I'm gonna buy Donnie one and send him one as a thank you. This one is the Skinner. I don't remember the full damn name of it. This one and the Swayback do not have videos yet. I'm going to work on this Skinner tomorrow probably and release it sometime this week. What a badass looking knife. What a great knife. I mean, that's just dope. Some might say super dope. Listen, I love y'all. God knows I do. God bless y'all. I hope he does. Please hit me up on my social medias. I would appreciate that. The Patreon and members, guys, we've had a great response. I asked Megatron to be in this video because tomorrow she and I are shooting a slingshot video exclusively for Patreon. There will be a link in the description if you want to join us on Patreon. It's one level, or the join button below is memberships. Here's why we do that. One, we're trying to build that community over there and give you some exclusive content. Two, Megan and I both work. We work our ass off. We put in a bunch of hours and we bust our ass, right? And it took everything under the sun for me to even start a Patreon of members. But now that I've started having a lot of ideas. Do we need the money? No. Would we shut the channel down if we didn't have it? No. But the money, and it's not a lot, it's a $5 a month thing. But what that does, guys, is it gives us some freedom. It allows me to ship things. It allows me to maybe get some knives in. It allows me to upgrade my equipment, get green screens, do all that. That's what it does. Anything given in the choir goes to the channel. But listen, I understand we're in hard times. So you say, Scab, I can't do it. I'd like to, but how can I help? You can hit the like button. You can leave me a comment. We have the best. I dare anybody to try to compare engagement with their channel and my channel. Does it? And people go, oh, I don't give a shit. I never said I was home. It's not me, it's you guys. And guys, listen, last thing. Give you another look. I just love this knife. Let me show you this. Here's the thing. I want to say to each and every one of you, thank you for all the comments. Some of you put the same comment. I put the same response. As many videos as I put out, guys, I can't think. Now, JB, again, shout out Big Red. Shout out Donnie. Shout out Joe Love. Shout out Grubsy. Shout out those guys. There's some guys, JB over at Big Red, he puts in some thoughtful comments. Guys, I'm just not that smart. So if I tell you in a comment, hey, I appreciate you, brother, and I've said that 3 or 4 times, you know why I do that? Well, one, because I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. It means a lot. Thank you to each and every one of you. We got to get out of here. I love y'all. I'm Scab. You're not. Well, that's ebony and ivory right there, son. That's some good lookingness. I'm Scab. You're not. Man, I love Rosecraft blades. Donnie,